And while South Africa's agricultural trade recorded a surplus in the first quarter of this year, the deciduous fruit industry, which includes apples, pears and nectarines, faced a number of challenges at the port of Cape Town. According to the latest AgBiz market report, the collaboration between Transnet, organised business and the agriculture sector to improve efficiency at South Africa's ports made a significant difference in reducing delays and backlogs. The trade surplus was up 20% in the first quarter. The report indicates improvements are mainly due to the rise in the volume as well as the value of exports. Agricultural exports increased by 6% year on year, reaching $3.1 billion, and that's almost 24 billion rand. Chief economist at AgBiz, Wandile Sihlobo, explains.
The African continent in the first quarter of this year, they accounted for about 42% of South Africa's agricultural exports. The second largest market, it used to be Asia and the Middle East collective, but on the first quarter of this year, we saw that Europe switched to be the old important market of South Africa, which, 2-3 years ago, Europe always used to be the second largest market. And we're looking at it now, it was again the EU, the second largest market, accounting for 22% of South Africa's agricultural exports. Asia and the Middle East was the third largest market now, accounting for about 19% in the overall agricultural export share of South Africa in the first quarter of 2024. There are, of course, the Americas region, 6%, and some of the exports went to the rest of the world. Our imports were about $1.6 billion, down though by 4%, in part because of the decline in some of the commodity prices of the products that we import, but also volume was somewhat down for some products. We have a trade surplus of about $1.4 billion. Now, you compare this with the first quarter of last year, this is up by 20%. So this is all excellent. But I think in the next couple of quarters, you may see a somewhat slightly muted performance in terms of the exports